Hello, hello. I am so glad to have you here with me. Welcome back or welcome to the channel. As with any case study, take what resonates and leave what doesn't for whoever it's meant to. And I just kind of want to jump right in today. So we're just going to see what feels like a message from your higher self as to bring some clarity to the situation or the energy that you're currently in right now. Okay. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around. Alrighty, my friends, and away we go. All right. So, what is the focus of this situation? Prince of Pentacles. All right. All right. I like that. So, however you're currently feeling, understand and know this, that your highest self is really coming through to say you are doing everything that you need to do and staying consistent, even though you may be feeling a certain way. That's what this kind of situation, or I should say, this is what the focus of the situation is. This is where your higher self is trying to guide you. The prince the knight of pentacles is one of the most consistent characters or archetypes within the tarot. And it's just that they move methodically and they move the slowest, but it's because each step is very intentional and very calculated. It's just one thing after another. So, whatever you're currently going through right now, I'm getting this feeling of like just keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep moving through this because, well, that's just the energy of this. All right, what got us here? We have the Hanged One. That's interesting. This is just letting me know your soul has spent a lot of time in one particular area or like focusing on one particular thing. And so with the Hanged One coming through, it's what got you to now consistently moving is that you have some sort of vantage point that you didn't have before. Um, Maybe before really seeing things clearly, you weren't able to move because perhaps when the chaos hit or whatever you're currently moving through, when that's happened in the past, it's stopped you. It doesn't feel like that this time. So whatever it is in whatever area, because this can be, so I'm hearing too, it can be for love, it can be for business, it can be for relationships. Is there anything else coming through? Your spiritual journey. I'm also hearing your weight loss journey. Okay, any of those types of things. And if this situation feels like you, and I didn't specifically mention what it is that you are moving through, allow that resignation or that resonance that you feel in this message be a confirmation for you. All right, let's see where this is going. I'm going to take that one. We have the Nine of Wands. So I do feel like whatever this chaos that you're going through right now, you do have the strength to get through this. This is the Nine of Wands kind of energy. It also gives a feeling of, okay, it's almost done. You just, again, have to just keep making your way through. There's some importance here on not stopping just yet because there's going to be, once you get into this future energy where everything subsides, there's going to be like a rest period. And I almost feel like, even though cards aren't necessarily reflecting it, but I almost feel like there's going to be a reflection period too, um, after this kind of growth and chaos that you're moving through. Let's see what you've stabilized through this that's helping you. What is... Ooh, I love this. the 𝗷𝗍𝘂 or the high priestess is like, because to me, this is almost like you connecting with your unconscious, which to me is like your soul whisper. It's interesting. I guess I never actually, except for speaking this out right now, I guess I never realized this. When this card comes up for me, it's like the soul is speaking. And I feel like it's pretty mysterious because it knows so much. And a lot of times we don't understand how or why we know what we know, especially when things in our reality like teach us otherwise. Um, but you've grounded something in, and I do feel like it's that subconscious energy. So even if it's a darker side where something needs to clear and release that is being held in the subconscious, you allow it to come up. Same with the light. If there's information needed in order to take next steps, you are able to tap into the light in order for that to come up. Okay. So that you've already grounded in. That kind of makes sense to me with the suspended one, because it's like you stayed still long enough to hear, I feel like, and really connect with that soul whisper. All right, let's see what's coming in to assist you through this energy. What's coming in to assist you? Ooh, the Prince of Wands. We have motivation coming in. So there's motivation, there's a spark, there's going to be some sort of fire energy that comes in and motivates you to keep moving. It could be this case study, it could be a friend, it could be a video on YouTube, it could be anything that really sparks the motivation in you to keep moving. Okay. Um, I feel like, yeah, let's do the elements. Okay, what air element is going to help this collective through the situation? The moon. Hmm. It's almost like, so especially within this particular deck when this one comes up, because I feel like we're crossing the conscious into the unconscious, and even into the soul. That's what this reminds me of. So, with that being said, it's almost as though with the moon is like a mystery that we don't know. And so I think in your mind, or with the air element, it can be difficult when you can't wrap your mind around, or logically wrap your mind around where you're going. Um, but what is going to help you is following that soul. So it's like what I'm hearing here, what I'm sensing here rather, is keep, again with the keep moving towards what feels good, right, and true for you. Follow that soul whisper even if it doesn't make logical sense, because it's guiding you in the right direction. All right, let's see what's going to help you with the water element. We have the Temperance. I feel like this is maintaining balance as you move through this. Like if you don't have, what's coming through here is like, if you don't have that much energy, do one little thing and then rest. It's really, to me, this is really striking up a balance to get into a flow. And it makes sense that this is a water element, because that water likes to flow, and you're being guided to flow with the current and not try to swim against it. What I'm visually seeing now, or in the mind's eye rather, is a river, and then going down a certain way off to the right here, there's that calm little pond, and a lot of fish will stay there until they've rested, until they've eaten, honestly, and then they'll go back into the stream and go down. And that's kind of what I'm sensing for you. It's like, follow that flow, rest up, then continue. um Okay, what fire element is going to assist this collective? What fire element is going to assist this collective? We have the Four of Pentacles. What's coming through with that is really just being able to stabilize yourself, or to rather stabilize your movement. That's it. It's stabilizing your movement. Um, because momentum can keep you going even when you don't feel like it, even when it doesn't feel like you have motivation. If you stabilize something, meaning again, like you get into a routine of something, or and it could be again with any of the things that we talked about before in relationships. How do you give? Make that stable, right? Not where it's a lot and then you like back way off. Same with work, same with whatever you're resonating with, whatever your current situation is. It's in order to keep moving forward, right? Which that's the focus, that's the goal. In order to keep moving forward, you have to stabilize the momentum. Okay, I'm also feeling like that is coming in because when we get to the future, there is seemingly a little bit of a burnout, and it just indicates that maybe that there's again moving too quickly or moving so much so hard and then kind of collapsing. So I think what's really coming in to help you with this is again that stabilization. Um, all right, and then finally we have the earth element. What in the earth element can help this collective? Six of Wands. That's interesting. I mean, it's so simple, but it's like really recognizing, and I'm noticing that symbol again, where it feels like that North Star, right? There's something in that's asking you to ground in that you are moving towards your soul, and to reflect upon that, because it's almost like you're being asked to remember I was talking about that I feel like there's going to be a reflection for you. This is what it feels like there's to help you stay consistent, you have to acknowledge how far you've come and why you're doing what you're doing in the physical 3D reality, right? Like there's, how do I say that? um I feel like this is what's going to help you stabilize that momentum, is because if you keep feeling that, if you keep reflecting on that in what you're doing, you're going to start really seeing things changing around you. I feel like you're going to really start seeing beauty around you. And that's why you're being brought back to keep looking at where you're headed, and to again kind of reflect on where you've been, and this is going to stabilize that energy for you so that you can keep moving forward um, without burnout. All right, my friends, I hope that's helpful. That's what I have for you today.